what's up guys? On this video we're installing the Go Fast Bits diverter valve attachment. Gives it a blow-off valve sound, and we're also installing a boost gauge. So let's get to it.
What's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be installing the Go Fast Bits. I guess it's a blow-off valve attachment. Pretty much it goes on your diverter valve. The old diverter valve can be removed from underneath the car. Just use a short ratchet and a long T30. That should get that off relatively easy. Now for the box, this comes with a couple of pieces that we need to install to the original valve, and then we'll reinstall it and we'll see how it sounds. So this is what you get in the box: new hardware, the valve, and a new spring that we have to install. The instructions are pretty simple, straightforward. I have revision D. That piece just pops off, and then we'll be installing these pieces with the new screws. The only problem that I have with that is these are not T30 Torx. These are different. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to maneuver that in there and bolt it down. Because as you know, if you're taking this off, this is real tight location on this car, and certain tools just won't fit. So hopefully it won't be an issue, but I really wish those were T30s. See if I can do this with one hand. This already pops off. You remove the spring, and then we're gonna just replace those pieces with this new plunger and spring. Relatively simple to pop on, and it should snap together. If not, there is one of those corners that has a little nipple sticking out, and you're just supposed to match that up with the other side if it's not coming together for you. All that's left is just slap this thing back on, and then we could test it and see how it sounds. Back under the car. Alright, that's the front passenger tire, and that's the switch for the diverter valve, and the diverter valve mounts right here. So it's a really tight space. That's why I said use that short ratchet and T30 extension. O-rings are already installed, so it's just plug and play. The hardest part is just getting this on. There's a new valve installed, and I guess I got good luck today. All the bolts went in real smooth by hand. I was able to get them all started and seated pretty flush. So I just need to tighten them. Honestly, once you get to this point, if you have a set of Allen keys, just a couple of turns, and you have enough space to do that here. And that's pretty much it for the install. I thought that was going to take a lot longer, but that was not bad. New valve is installed. Car sounds the same pretty much on idle, which is good. No check engine lights, good. I'm gonna give it a couple of revs. I think this only will be noticeable under load, so I might have to take it around the block and see if it does anything. But let's see if it does anything. Oh. All right, cool. So it's got a whoosh sound. All right, that's pretty cool. I can't wait to hear it on the road. I also got a chance to clean the engine bay a bit. It's still dirty, but I think it looks a lot better. Now, since we got that, we're gonna have to install a little bit of extra something to go with it. To go along with our new blow-off, I guess, imitation sound, we have a boost gauge. That's the next move. We're gonna be mounting it to our actual steering wheel console. That just slaps right on, I think with 3M tape. It doesn't really come with any, but I might be securing that with screws or something. But this should be plug and play as well. The only hard part is to tap it into the boost system, which I do have a new PCV hose that has a tap attachment. So we'll be just running the line through the firewall to get everything inside. All right, so we're getting the interior prepped for the boost gauge. Here's the pod. It's not secure yet until we actually get the gauge and the wiring hooked up properly. Headlight switch is where we're going to be hooking up our power. And I popped this off already so I can get a little bit more room in there. And this red wire, which I used it to run my underglow, which is now gone. I'm going to use it as a guide so I can bring in the cord for the boost gauge. Now, to get to the firewall, you do need to remove the battery, but it's just right there. That little rubber grommet leads right into the interior, and we're just gonna run it through there. Get all these covers out of the way. Plastic on plastic on plastic. I finally got this cleaned. I used engine degreaser. Looks good. Okay. So this is the old PCB, and then this is the new one. You can order from ECS Tuning. Comes with a tap. Comes with 2 taps, but I plugged this one up already. And this just makes it so it's plug and play to install any boost gauge you need. All right, so people usually have issues with these clips. Just squeeze them where they're marked and just slowly pull them back. Or I should say wiggle them back. There you go. Save that for later. And the new one should just pop right in. I do believe the tap needs to go on the bottom end here. So just push that through. Nice click. And then this side goes here. All right, battery's back on. Again, remember how you remove the covers. I was fighting with this for way too long, wasted a lot of time. Line is ran into the firewall, battery's reconnected. We could start putting this thing back together. And we can even start the car and test the boost gauge before we even hook it up, which we will do now. All right, inside we got the boost gauge hooked up kind of crudely, but it is responsive. So, heck yeah. All right, update. Gauge boost working again. Have that all connected. As far as wiring, you can hook it up to the headlight switch. I already had some other stuff hooked up, so I just used those connections because I didn't really want to bother putting a lot of crap in there in that switch. So it lights up, works fine. I do want to see it at night. All that's left is to actually mount this with some, I guess 3M tape for now. I do want to actually make it permanent and drill some holes into the sides and use some fasteners. That will be the last piece, just so it gives it a nice flush OEM look. All right, guys, final piece. There's the 3M tape. Shows things flush. Add a couple of pats. All right, strength test. Perfect. Hell yeah, guys. I am loving it. Got the lights, I don't know if you can notice. Hit the light on, the light kicks on. Comes on, turns off. Perfect with the headlights. Matches the other gauges, and it's functional. Come on, guys. New boost gauge, blow-off valve. You gotta be loving how this build is going. I know I am. Give this video a like and subscribe for more content. We're not done yet. We got a lot more parts to install on this car, so if you want to see more, you already know what to do. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.